That's a great question. Mealworms don't do well with mold, okay? So if you do get mold, it's going to be very difficult to make sure that everything in that tray, bin, container, whatever you're using, is going to make it. You can remove the mold from where it's at. You can clean the tray. You can try to wash those mealworms off if they're big enough. Be very careful when you do that. But in general, mold is bad, right? In the video you commented on regarding spraying, what happens if it starts growing mold though, right? The implied question you have there is, why are you spraying? Because spraying is going to lead to mold. And my response to that is, any hydration source, whether it's spraying water, whether it's using food sources like this apple, whatever you're using, if you apply too much of that into your trays, you will get mold. So using this doesn't mean you're not going to have that problem. You're going to follow the same principles that you follow whenever you're using a food source. You're going to make sure you don't add too much in the bin. You don't want to add on top of what's already there, right? So if I place this slice of apple in the tray and it's there, I'm not going to add more, right? I'm going to wait until it's gone or dry before I add more. Same principle with spraying. You're going to spray that tray, make sure it's got enough in there for the age of the tray, and then let it be, and don't apply more moisture for at least 24 hours. Okay, and then make sure that that moisture is gone. This tray, I just posted a video before this response here, and I sprayed the tray, and that was probably about an hour ago. And so we're inside that tray right now. You're with me. And you can see it's not like it's all clumped together. It's not oversprayed. In your younger trays, you're going to use the mist so that it doesn't get down into this and just make this a gross, wet, sopping mess, right? In the larger trays, or in the trays with larger mealworms, in those trays with larger mealworms, you can do that bigger direct spray because they're going to eat that moisture quicker, right? And so you want to use different spray nozzle settings based on the age of your larva. I use mist and I use shower. And then I just apply very quickly, make sure it's gone before I apply more, and just kind of monitor things and check them. Very similar to how I would check them if I was using a food source, right? I'm not going to continue throwing more apple into this tray if there's already apple in here that hasn't been eaten yet or isn't already dry. Okay? Hopefully that helps.